Have you ever wondered how fast can you complete a lifetime wish in The Sims 3? Well, today we're going to find out. This is our sim, Ivy Doe, and Ivy Doe has the lifetime wish for the perfect garden. Now, we're going to see how fast we can complete this lifetime wish, starting off going to the Barrel Forest Festival and Campgrounds in Hidden Springs. Here we're going to try to look for a bunch of flowers that we can sell, any hidden seeds, just to make some money and to save up to plant later. Then I'm trying to also look for some seeds. So if you don't know, the perfect garden lifetime wish so if you don't know, the perfect garden lifetime wish can be sorry. So if you don't know, the perfect garden lifetime wish is completed by planting and growing 8 different species of perfect plants. Now, I don't know if this challenge is possible to complete in about a sim week, but that's kind of what I'm going for, but we're going to do it until we complete the challenge. So now we're heading to the grocery store where we can go ahead and buy some vegetables and fruits to plant. She wants to buy tomatoes, which is perfect, which is what we're going to buy. Go ahead and bought a bunch of stuff. We're gonna go and head home so we can start gardening. Alright guys, so Ivy has completed gardening all of the things that she's able to with her current gardening level. And now we're gonna go ahead, I think, and head to the bookstore so we can pick up some gardening books. Although before we do that, I definitely want to go take a gardening class at the science center because I think that will increase her gardening level a lot more than just reading the book. So she wants to learn the gardening skill, which is what we will accomplish while we are at the science shop. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and sell all these flowers. Alrighty, so I went ahead and sold all the flowers and she's completed her gardening class. So she is now level 2 gardening. And she wants to grow a lettuce plant and she wants to catch 20 wildflowers. So we're going to go ahead and do that afterwards. I think we can go ahead and skip to volume 2 of gardening, which is why taking these classes is just a cheat code basically. So we're going to go ahead and get book 2 and 3, head home, check on our garden, see if there's anything that we can do to it, tend to it, water, all that jazz. Nope, looks just like we can only dispose, which is what we don't want to do. Just filling up her needs, going to bed, and then waking up early. Volume 2 of the gardening is actually a bit too advanced for her already. So I think she needs to get to level 3 in the gardening skill to be able to read volume 2 of the gardening book. So we're going to work on that tomorrow and see if we can organically get that up by gardening. If not, we're going to go ahead and take a different garden class rather than just like buying another book because it's going to help more anyways. Alright guys, so she's going to go to bed for the night. I'm going to go skip in the morning when we start gardening again. Alright you guys, it is morning. It is 5:30 in the morning, bright and early. And the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and tend to our garden. So I'm assuming that is just watering, weeding. We're going to see if we're able to fertilize as well. That would be a big help. And let's go ahead and check on these quality. So all of these seem to be great quality, I think. Yeah, so hopefully from this we can get some very great quality seeds or produce to then plant again. And then from that, hopefully we get perfect. Like I said, I'm trying to complete this in under a week. We'll see. I've never done that before, but that's our goal. So now that she is level 3 gardening, we can read the volume 2 garden book. So after she takes a shower, that's where we're spending most of our time doing. After that, we'll fill up her needs. And then I think that we're going to go and see if we can catch some more wildflowers to get her lifetime happiness points. Alright, so we're taking care of her needs now. Looks like it stopped raining, which is really nice. And we are able to now fertilize. So we're going to go ahead and fertilize before we head to the park. If you ever want to do a gameplay where you survive solely off of flower picking, play in Hidden Springs and come here. I kid you not, you guys. There's going to be more than you know what to do with. You actually might get quite annoyed about how many there are. What we need to do now is, let's see if we can catch any unknown seeds. Like for example here, there's an unknown seed. We do have to be level 5 gardening to be able to plant any unknown seeds, but I think that we'll hit that very soon with the pace that we're at. I think that we'll probably take another gardening class today, which is why we are primarily, you know, picking up a bunch of these flowers, is so that we can, you know, afford these classes. Let's go ahead and head home, see if our garden needs any tending. It does not, but let's go ahead and let's go ahead and send her to a gardening class. Okay, so they actually don't have any gardening classes right now, unfortunately. I guess they switched them out. I'm very surprised about that. So instead, we're just going to have her read volume 2 of the book while we go ahead and sell the rest of her flowers. And now let's check if anything in her inventory is able to be planted now that she's a bit higher level than before. Okay, so these beans are. Alrighty, so we're going to start the day off with paying our bills just so we don't have the repo man come up and take anything of ours. And then we're going to go ahead and clean up a bit just so that her mood stays pretty positive to help our garden. After that, we're going to go ahead and come tend the garden. And hopefully today we see some growth action. I don't know if these look like any fully grown plants. Maybe this tomato does? I'm not quite sure. But they are all, these are very nice. These are great, and great is better than very nice. So, here we go. And we're going to see if we can go ahead and take another garden class. I hope that we can. I hope it's available. It is not. It is still not available. I'm not quite sure if they're available certain days of the week or if it's based off of like your skill level. Like it's only available for people who want to learn that skill, you know, who like don't have the skill yet. I'm not quite sure. So we're going to go ahead and eat something real quick, and then we're going to continue finishing volume 2 gardening book. Alright, she is now level 5, so we can go ahead and plant those unknown seeds. Only 2 of them, I think. Yeah, just these 2. This one is an unknown rare seed, so we have to actually be level 7 for that one. Alrighty. So I think for today, we're going to come around and see if we can find any more seeds. Yep, there's one right here. Another right here. And I think these will be our best bet with growing perfect plants, maybe, if we find like a lot of rare seeds. And that does mean we need to get to level 7 pretty soon. But other than that, I think that we're just going to continue reading our book, maybe tending our garden some more. Maybe we should buy some more produce to plant. And the reason I'm going back and forth on doing that or not is because it has to be 8 unique ones, right? And so even if we have like 3 apple plants, it doesn't count as 3 different ones. So I'm just not quite sure what's the game plan now. She's not having many ones, unfortunately, to get her those lifetime wishes. So we're just gonna go ahead and just continue reading our book, you guys. And I'm thinking we might be able to finish this by Friday or Saturday in game. It's only Tuesday evening and we started it. We started the challenge Sunday afternoon. It's Tuesday evening now, so I think that we have a good shot at finishing this up on Friday or Saturday in game. We'll see. That's what I'm going for, but I would like to keep it within a week. That is primarily what I would like to hit. So after she reads this all, we're going to go ahead and drag it to until she improves. Unfortunately, that's not till 3 a.m., so we might go ahead and put that down, because we'll let her to go to bed at a reasonable time. I'll actually go ahead and stop now, let her get her needs up, and then head to bed. Oh my God, you guys. We have a stray kitty and a stray dog on our porch. And you guys, this cat looks exactly like my IRL cat. I'm not even kidding. You guys, I'm not even kidding. And this is how he acts. Stop. You guys, we don't have like time. You guys. I can't. You're going home. Guys, this challenge is like the hardest part of this challenge was not taking these babies under our wing. Oh my God. You baby. You little baby. Way too cute. Way too cute. Alright, you guys, so it's nearing about the time that she's gonna wake up. I want to go ahead and actually send her to the hospital and get a flu shot. Is that possible? No. I guess it's not the flu. So unfortunately we can't do anything about it. However, our plants have grown. We got the achievement. None of them were perfect, but I wasn't expecting any of them to be. However, a lot of them are great. So we're gonna go ahead and tend them and then plant some more from those great produce. So I actually don't think any of them are harvestable at the moment, but they should be today because like they are fully grown. The reason we need to finish this in about a week, you guys, like total, is because it actually will become fall here next week in The Sims. And I think in Hidden Springs, plants go dormant pretty early on once fall starts. And at that point, gardening's pretty useless. That's like one of the biggest downfalls of gardening, is that the seasons will heavily affect all that. And I don't know if a greenhouse like works or anything. There might be like a mod where you can like, build a greenhouse and everything inside of it, like, you know, stays in perfect condition as if you were planting just in the summer. But I do think that it is very unfortunate So at this point, we're gonna just continue reading our book. I know it's sort of like a lot of the same days over and over again, you guys, of just reading, tending, and that's it. But there's not much else we can do. We are high enough level to plant a few more different crops. So we're gonna go ahead and plant this carrot, this lime, this onion. Can't plant the rare seed yet. This wonder petal. And we cannot plant the potato. Actually, our mood's just too low. So we actually just need to talk to somebody. Let's see if we can chat with him. Get our social up a bit. Let's do it some more. Let's just keep on chatting. Okay, that's pretty good. So let's go ahead and queue up those again. Oh, I hate that I accidentally did it like that. So we're going to go ahead and fertilize our plants with the best fertilizers that we can. It's just those amount. So let's go ahead and get inside. Let's shower, use the bathroom, and continue reading our book. So we've now advanced to volume 3. So we're hitting, you know, the second half of the skill, of course. We're now on level 6, which is really great for just day 3. You know, third full day of the challenge. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward while she is reading. We're gonna try and get up to 7 so we can plant that rare seed, and I'll slow it down if there's anything I need to catch you guys up on. Alrighty, you guys, so it is now morning. We're about to wake up, eat a green salad, and immediately get into the garden. We have now received our first harvestables, which is amazing. I'm so excited. And we're going to immediately plant them right away, see if we can get a perfect plant from them. I'm really hoping so. I don't really know if we will, just because I think these are great quality, and I think that I don't know if you can get a perfect plant from, you know, just standard great quality. I think that they have to be very great, but we'll see. We're gonna go ahead and tend. Okay, these are excellent quality apples though, so that's a good sign. Same with the tomatoes. Okay, everything is looking excellent quality, so immediately let's go ahead and plant these. Is that cat back? Another one? You guys, this is just like way too like mean on my heart, because we just don't have time for any stray babies. This is just not fair. Oh, come help us. Yeah. Yeah. Come help us. Don't use the bathroom. Seriously? Like kinds. And I think that we'll get those from these. Like from these, like maybe. We'll see. These are great quality. Okay, this one's wilting, so we need to tend to it actually. After we go ahead and plant these. Wow, I've never actually seen one wilt. I've usually always had just like, you know, normal. Does it visually look any different? No. That's crazy. It is an unknown plant one, so maybe it's wilting because it's unknown. We just don't really know how to care for it. I just don't know. I actually do want to buy some outdoor seating so that we can read while we're out here. I think that'd be nice. So let's go ahead. And I think that we should, I'm not quite sure what we should do now. Like, what is like the best strategy from here? So we're gonna go ahead and pick up some more seeds that we can plant. However, I feel like starting new with, like, you know, new produce from the store, planting it, you know, all that sort of stuff, is just gonna take way too long. It's just gonna take way too long to grow it, get its produce from that plant, and then have potentially a perfect plant. Because I think usually it's never perfect on the first try. I could be wrong, but I just don't know if I want to take that chance. So let's go ahead and plant these. And we're now level 7, so we can now plant the rare one. No, plant the rare one. It's like, why doesn't it do this? Like, it just, like, overrides it in front of it. That's what it should do. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we can do in terms of tending the garden. So we're going to go ahead and go inside and head to bed, and I'll fast forward to when she wakes up, you guys. Alrighty, you guys, so it is now the morning. It is almost 7 on Friday, so we are about 5 days into the challenge. I don't know if we're going to be completing it in under a week or at a week. We'll see. It all really just depends. We're going to go ahead and start tending the garden as always. See what we get from our harvestable plants. We got some new grapes. Oh no, these are red valerian. These are grapes. So we do have grapes. So we actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have our 6 rows now of our hopefully perfect quality. Yes. 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 Yes! Oh my god, you guys, wait, we actually might be able to do it by Sunday. Like, in a week. We just need to harvest the grapes. And this one, okay, this one's very nice quality, though. And you guys, I don't know if we can go ahead and, oh my god, are we gonna be one short? We're gonna be one short because, oh, here's my thought process. All of these came from great quality produce, right? That we grew. Great quality meaning all the plants were great quality, as you can see here. So is the grape. So once we plant that grape, it's going to grow up to probably perfect quality like these. But this one is very nice. So I'm nervous that it's going to grow a great quality. Or like a very great. So I'm not super confident, you guys. However, there's nothing else we can do but try. Now let me make sure. This is apple. This is Maui bean. Do we have any Kona beans? We do. Okay. We already planted that red. What about mandrake root? Okay, we actually don't have any mandrake root planted though. So this might... We actually don't have any mandrake root planted yet, so I went ahead and planted some. So we'll see. But we can go ahead and get that. Let's go ahead and plant the tomato. Just go ahead and use the bathroom real quick. We can get back to gardening. And I think that, you guys, this might be achievable. We just have to wait for these to fully grow up. It might take till Monday, unfortunately. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so our unknown plants are ready. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was behind it. Is that the same one? Oh, you guys, this is just, I can't even like continue to make the same sad remarks because at this point it's just the same thing over and over again. Like, it just makes me so upset. So let's go ahead and just plan out the rest of what we have. These are perfect quality. Guys, we have perfect quality on all of them. So if they grow by Sunday at 2, then we will have completed the perfect garden lifetime wish in a week, a sim week. So we're gonna go ahead and just finish tending the garden. She's gonna use the bathroom real quick. And it's getting quite late, so it's getting quite late, you guys. She is just gonna fill up her needs, but I think before she goes to bed. And yeah, go ahead and sleep now. And I'll see you guys in the morning. Alrighty guys, we slept in way too late. It is now almost noon on Saturday, and we don't have any fully grown perfect quality plants yet, but I'm thinking by tomorrow we might. And because the thing is, I'm pretty sure that they don't constitute like a perfectly grown plant as one that has harvestables ready. Like, it's like the day before basically. And so I think that we're going to be able to get some fully grown plants either today or tomorrow in the sim world, and maybe harvestables like the next day after. Sorry you guys, my cat is just like, she's trying to be on my lap while I'm filming this, but it's just like not possible, Vicky. It's not possible, honey. You can't. It's not possible.
Oh,
Film. Okay. So before we actually tend anything, let's just go ahead and get her needs up. Canned soup. Let her call her one friend. Just over and over again. And then let's go ahead and see if we can just like tend our garden a bit. What needs to be done. I'm actually super curious, like, beyond this challenge, like, what are these unknown plants? It's wilting again. They're definitely a lot tougher, aren't they? Like, to keep alive.
Disgrobel.
So we're just gonna take care of some things around the house. There's not much else we can really do, you guys. It's just now a waiting game and hoping that by tomorrow we have 8 perfect plants. The notifications will come through as they are, you know, grown up into perfect plants. Alright, you guys, so she is off to bed, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the morning, but I'll come back if we get any notifications in the morning about her having the perfect plant. So, here's the big reveal. Can we do it in a week? Well, let's see once we wake up. Alright, you guys, it is about 7 in the morning. Just a few hours till the afternoon. Let's go ahead and check. So we get 6 out of 8. Just what I thought, because these two might not come until tomorrow, you guys. Unfortunately, I don't think that we're going to be completing it in under a week because these are still growing, considered outstanding. Wow. And that was from the outstanding is from a very nice quality. Like, it wasn't even from a great. So, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be completing it in a week. like I said, but definitely a week and a day. If we had
Need to
found
start.
these seeds or pumped up our skill game a lot more on day one so that we could plant more
Nipantola.
plants earlier, then we definitely would have hit that week goal. So I think I might try this challenge again in the future and try to get it in a week or under. But basically, now that we have 6 out of 8, I'm gonna go ahead and skip to when we get these next two, and I'll pause the time so you guys can see exactly how long did it take for us to complete this lifetime wish. Alright, you guys, looks like we have completed our lifetime wish. It is Tuesday at 6 in the morning, so about a day and a half after we completed the challenge. Like a day and a half after a week. So a weekend, a day and a half. It's actually obviously not within our goal, but it actually took way less time than I thought. I rarely ever finish the lifetime wish because I'm just focusing on so many other things. But it looks like you can finish it super early on before your sim even has a chance to age up. If you want to go ahead and grind it out right away and get you some lifetime rewards, and now we can buy almost anything. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.